But you're asking me psychologically. You're asking me to give up something I enjoy and replace it with something that I don't enjoy. How do I get to? I need to replace something I enjoy with something else that I enjoy.
Leave your sense of direction at the door. It's time for Carl and Mike.
Welcome to Carl and Mike.
So,
How's it going?
it's going good.
Good.
It's going real good.
I'm going to the gym today.
How's it going? How many
It's my
days
first-
are you
It's
into?
my first day.
First episode.
Yeah, I signed up last week.
Yeah.
You know, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I know as I get older, I need to have some form of exercise in my life beyond walking the dogs, because the dogs sniff a lot, and you don't really walk it. You don't really get any exercise.
No, it's like,
I need to break a sweat.
yeah.
So I have a love-hate relationship with it, and I'm gonna go make a resolution to lose weight
Yeah.
this year.
That's
So
always good.
I need to, man,
Are you tying this with a diet change? Too?
I am.
Are you really?
going the whole. Might as well, if I'm gonna go to the gym,
Yeah.
might as well tie it in with some. I have a love-hate with that too. Here's the deal, Michael. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Just between me and you.
Please.
Yeah. I like food.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's my last. What am I looking for?
Comfort?
It's my last comfort. I've given up so many bad habits, Michael.
Yeah.
In college, food wasn't that important, because
You're not doing acid anymore.
I'm not doing acid, not smoking pot, not drinking beer. I don't really drink. Socially I will, but alone.
Yeah.
If I have a six-pack, it'll stay there until somebody comes over.
Seriously? Yeah, okay.
Pretty much. Maybe once in a great
that's
while.
good. Then
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about that. What about soft drinks?
No, I'm really kind of.
Even diet?
I've switched to tea now.
Oh, that's good.
I'm on the Arizona tea.
Yeah, but it's probably got
It's green
sugar
tea,
and stuff.
Michael.
It's
Green tea with honey.
Okay.
It sounds.
The calories is calories.
Well, actually, there's only like 80 calories
Oh, okay.
and very low sugar compared to a soda.
Yeah.
Soda's got like 40 grams of sugar. Tea has like 9.
Yeah.
But I also drink Perrier or whatever sometimes as a substitute. So
That's fussy.
I've given everything.
Fussy water.
I've given up so much, Michael, so much.
Yeah,
You're
but
asking
if-
for more.
I know,
as
but
you
if
get
you're
older.
using
What am I
the
gonna be
tea and the Perrier to wash down brownies and cake and pie and
So you're asking me, but are you asking me to give that up too? Then what have I got left? I'm sitting there. You know what? I'm sitting there
tofu,
20 years from now.
maybe bok choy.
Yeah, sucking tofu through a straw.
Kale.
Is that where I want to go?
Not really.
I'm talking to the wrong person. You're supposed to talk me into that.
No. I think everybody's got the same kind of love-hate thing with food. Well, no, it's more of a love thing.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to push some of the stuff off. I mean, my problem is I love breads.
Yeah. Bread's good.
Yeah, bread. Any
And
kind.
I
any
disguise
kind
it
of
as
thing like that.
pretzels
Yeah. That's a small disguise.
not a disguise. Really.
No. And sweets.
Yeah, I really have the sweet thing.
Yeah, and but what I found is, because Nita and I did this it's not so much a diet as it is changing the way you eat. If you and the big part of it is you cut out whites,
Right.
which means breads, white potatoes, corn, that
My
kind of
favorite
stuff.
vegetable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's right, you're Midwestern. There's nothing
Midwestern.
green in there, is there?
Meatloaf,
Unless
mashed
it's
potatoes, and
unless
some
it's a lime jello mold. That would be
Niblet corn, mashed potatoes, and meatloaf, pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah.
There
yeah,
you go. Set
yeah.
me up.
And then get rid of all sweets. And when I say get rid of all sweets, that even includes things like pineapples and certain fruits that are high in fruit.
How about carrots? How about carrots?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the list. I think carrots are probably okay in phase 2, but not phase 1. Anyway,
Phase 1, you're really like detoxing from sugar.
Yeah, and after 10 days, you'd be shocked. You've cut that sugar craving. You really have. And part of the deal for me is cut out chocolates. You know,
So
those
when you-
little devise
Yeah.
that come in the foil and you unwrap them.
Oh, I love
lovely
those.
dark chocolate. And you know,
I'm not crazy about
and see,
dark. I'm a milk chocolate.
yeah, see, well, either way, what I do is I sit there and I work it between the roof of my mouth and my
Yes.
tongue and get it warm, and then stick that fucker on the top of your mouth and just let it sit there and drip until it's. See, now that, you see what I'm saying?
See,
That
but I
right
think
there
that's
goes-
okay because you get a little. I need a little chocolate after a meal. Just doesn't have to be a. I don't need a giant cupcake. A
No.
little Dove thing. That
Yeah, but
drips
how
in
many of those little dove things you do?
30.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, exactly. See,
No, right now
that-
Suzanne puts these things in the jar and they're chocolate covered antioxidant things. I don't know what they are.
Oh, that's bullshit, right
yeah,
there.
that is
You-
bullshit because
you're-
it's
you're-
the chocolate. Really.
Yeah, yeah.
But I guess the-
you're justifying the chocolate by saying, "Oh, it's keeping me from getting cancer."
It's an antioxidant, Michael.
Yeah.
Go for it. Here's the problem, though. All right, so I get it. So, all right, but you're asking me psychologically. You're asking me to give up something I enjoy and replace it with something that I don't enjoy. How do I get to? I need to replace something I enjoy with something else that I enjoy. Don't you? To be successful, I can see why most
Yeah, but,
diets
you know,
fail and stuff.
Well,
I mean, I get it that you can suffer through and hopefully create a new habit, but I don't know if you create a habit around something you don't enjoy.
Well, you have to find things that you enjoy that are that way, or develop them. And one thing that I
There's not that many things I enjoy, Michael.
no, as far as cooking goes,
Yeah.
I enjoy cooking. Nate
Okay.
enjoyed it. We enjoy cooking together. But trying to come up with different substitutions for potatoes or whatever, different
Yeah.
kinds of grains that we really enjoy, and we found stuff.
So you found healthy
yeah.
food that you enjoy.
Yeah, and,
I mean, I
and
like-
experimenting with different kinds of rices, so you get rid of the white rice. There's
Yeah,
different
I like
kinds of
brown
brown
rice. I'm
rice, and
fine.
then there's wild rice, and then what do you mix with those different kinds of rices? And
So I should get into the creativity of cooking and use this as a
Yeah,
discovery.
well, I don't. It works. It works to a certain degree for us. Now, over
I've done
a
that a
period
little
of
bit,
years,
but I don't find. I can go to a really nice
Yeah.
vegetarian restaurant.
Yeah.
Very happy there. I could be a vegetarian if someone cooks for me every day
Yeah. Well, see, that's
because they figured out how to make it. But when
See-
I try to do it, like we bought not brown rice. What's that stupid one that begins with a Q? Quinoa.
quinoa.
Quinoa. Okay, I don't like quinoa.
You don't like quinoa?
No, I don't like quinoa.
Did you do the light or the medium or the dark colored quinoa?
There's different colors of
yes.
quinoa.
Oh yes.
Is this QUI?
Yeah,
QUIONA or whatever?
Quinoa. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I'm eating something I don't like.
Well,
Because
maybe
we
you're,
bought like 12 of them at Costco. Because you can't buy one quinoa. You got to buy like a dozen.
well, first off, don't buy that kind of shit at Costco. Because you don't need a pallet of anything.
Yeah.
Except maybe toilet paper.
Well, would you like some quinoa?
Huh?
Okay.
No.
So
And
I really have to learn how to do
well, yeah,
something creative.
and the different kinds of things you use or spices or whatever that you cook
I
with.
do like
and I think
spices.
and see, I think that's part of the problem that I know we have. I'm going to assume that you're having based on what you're saying and what most people. You get in habits not only of eating certain things but of cooking certain ways. I know I know how to cook
Well-
this one particular chicken. It's like when Nina and I first got married. She ate chicken, corn, potatoes. That's it. Chicken, corn, potatoes. Chicken,
Sounds like a
corn,
woman
potatoes.
after
Chicken,
my
corn,
own
potatoes.
heart.
Yeah, and I'm going, I can't do this. And but now we're experimenting with a lot of different kinds of things, and because Zoe is vegan, she's kicked in different recipes that we make now. And started cooking with
maybe-
different kinds of oils. Okay, here's a good example. She won't drink any milk, so we've been substituting while she's been home almond milk for stuff, and found out that it makes our coconut milk, and it makes absolutely no difference in the way it cooks. And in fact, in some cases, the almond and the coconut give it a flavor that it didn't have with just plain old milk. So that's a good thing, right?
Yes.
And
But how much time are you spending cooking? That's the other thing.
well, how much time do you spend eating?
I try to get as soon as possible.
We'll see.
Shortest amount of time.
We shove it in as far. Well, it has to become a thing that
Right,
you
it
enjoy.
has to become a
doing.
priority.
Well, and a thing where you're hunting for the recipes, and you're hunting for the recipes in different books. And we've been or magazines with Cooking Light or Cook's Illustrated magazine, which I really like. In fact,
What's it called?
Cook's Illustrated magazine. We'll do a little. Commercial for them right now. The thing I love about Cook's Illustration magazine is the writing and the way they talk about various things and what they did to get to a certain place. And they'll say, okay, we want to cook this meal, but it usually takes a lot of time. So we're trying to say, okay, how do we get to this end product in a shorter period of time? And so they do all these experiments. And they talk about what they did in their experiments. And so not only do you understand how they got to where they are at the end with a good meal that's less time or less costly or whatever, but you also find things that would be substitutions for other meals and stuff you do. Plus, they have all kinds of like little kitchen tricks and stuff in it.
It's a book, or are you going online?
No, it's a magazine, Cook's Illustrated. Yeah,
You actually get a magazine?
Yeah, and I think it comes every other month. I think I'm sure they probably have books too. I just haven't looked at them. But it's really, really well done. Really, really well done. So we get that one, which would be a good one for people to get. Cooking Light is good. We haven't had a bad recipe out of there yet.
Yeah.
We've had some that are kind of bland, but then fine cooking.
So what I'm hearing you say is, I'm going to do this. Perhaps get together with Suzanne.
Yeah.
And
make
cook
it a thing.
together.
Yes.
And make it a thing. So it could also improve the relationship.
Yeah. So you get in the kitchen, you're cooking together, and you're cooking together. You know what I mean? You know.
What are you saying? It could actually go there too.
Well,
maybe you stop cooking and you just there on the kitchen counter.
Yeah, just throw it down on the floor.
I like it.
Oh God.
What fantasy are we living?
Yeah, really.
We're such guys.
Yeah. So
how do we take a beautiful thing about cooking light and we take it right to sex within really a second?
Because it's a natural progression, I think.
So we throw a little saffron on there, and then the next thing I know, yeah. I'm liking this idea.
Yeah.
See, now you're replacing something pleasurable with something pleasurable.
There you go.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Now all I gotta do is talk her into it.
But anyway, making those kind of changes and then shopping different places. Yeah,
so maybe
we shop a lot
together.
of different. I mean, you're not going to find the
you
kind
shop,
of
you guys shop together.
Sometimes, and I'll tell you what, I've gotten to the point where I like going to grocery stores.
Really?
And that's really weird because I didn't. I tell you what.
Vacation?
No. I tell you what it is Central Market, and the way they're set up. Because what it is, it's not you go in, you have all the aisles, 21A, 21B, that kind of bullshit. No, it's theater. And it's a maze.
Right.
Central markets are set up like a maze, right? And if you look at a central market, if you look down the aisle, typically down the aisle, they're real aware of sight lines. And at the end of a sight line, they'll do something special. You turn a corner, and there'll be a wine and growler bar. You turn a corner, and there'll be somebody there cooking and preparing examples of food. So it's the theatrical aspect of Central Market I find fascinating, and why more grocery stores are not doing it is beyond me. It's absolutely beyond me. They have a small section where they've got all the cans and bullshit like that, where it's a typical aisle thing, but it's something that you can walk past or through or weave in and out if you want to, but it's real easy to get to. It's not like 50 yards of aisles where you don't know what it's the other end because you can't even see it. And
well, maybe give me an idea.
And then you start talking to the foodies at Central Market. They got the apron with the foodie. Talk to those people. Those people are absolutely amazing in what they know. And so there's that, and then you're trying different things as you eat as you go through, depending on what time of day you go. So I like that. But then what it is they're expensive with certain things. So I start shopping at other grocery stores. Fiesta.
So you go to Central Market for ideas, and then you shop somewhere else?
No, I go to Central Market for certain things like spices.
But you won't but you'll buy other things that are cheaper that you can find elsewhere.
Yeah, like going to Fiesta, or typically Fiesta or Asian markets. They're now, don't get me wrong. Central Market's produce is real good, but it's expensive as shit. So produce at Hispanic grocery stores or Asian grocery stores, because they cook fresh. They're not cream corn people. They don't buy cans of cream corn or cans of green beans. No, shit, no. These people are used to cooking fresh food, and so they
put a higher premium on produce.
Yeah, and they burn through it, so the stuff turns over. But what I've typically found is the stuff that whereas it's literally a red bell pepper in Central Market would be like $4 or $5 a pound, and you go to Fiesta and you can a lot of times you can get 2 of them for $1. And so anyway, you can see that I've gotten more into it, and in doing that, in the process, I shop different kinds of stores for different kinds of foods. Middle Eastern grocery stores have different kinds of foods that I can't find other places, and there's Asian. In fact, I'm going to have to go to an Asian grocery store today for stuff.
All right, so maybe what I need to do then is probably should do something like both of us take a healthy cooking class, to give us some basics to go forward, and then try to get creative around the whole discovering, finding, and eating.
A lot of places, Central Market's got cooking classes. Whole Foods, I think, has got them. Sur La Table has got them, and they're different kinds of things.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've eaten healthy.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I eat that bad, but it's the actual meals tend to be, a typical meal for me would be salmon, some kind of brown rice, and some kind of salad.
Yeah.
So, it's the snacks.
Yeah. You don't buy them. If they're there, you'll eat them.
Sweet potato chips?
No.
Right?
You're thinking sweet potato chips and sweet potato crackers are better than Redders? No, that's
Are sweet potatoes better than white potatoes?
Who is packaging and selling this shit?
I don't know.
Remember your experience with Lay's?
Yes. Yeah. All right. So, but I have to yes. So I see where you're going. Find something, make it an enjoyable experience, or make it a path of discovery.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do some shopping together, because we sometimes grocery shop together, but not that often.
Well, in the process, you at least with what Nita and I have done, there are things that we used to buy that we just don't buy anymore. We don't buy cookies, period. We don't buy ice cream, period. We don't buy white rice, and there's a lot of that kind of stuff.
Did you earlier?
Oh yeah.
So did you? Yeah. You both made an agreement?
No, we just kind of lost the taste for it.
So we have lost the taste.
Yeah, and over a period of time, if you cut it out, you do tend to lose, I think, a taste for some of it. Now, some of it, it's like Debbie, I gotta have some dark chocolate sometime.
Yeah.
And Carl, I can show you studies that say you gotta have that dark chocolate.
Yeah.
It's better for your joints. It's better for your eyesight. It's better for your nose. It's better for your teeth. It's better for your mind.
I'm sure there's some good things in there, but it's.
All these people that do these studies actually sell the chocolate. Huh?
Yeah.
Milk chocolate. Oh no, dark chocolate's better than milk chocolate.
Yeah, I know. That's because it doesn't.
But
taste as well.
The other part of it is, it doesn't what?
Doesn't taste as well. That's why it's better for you.
Depends on what kind of dark chocolate you're buying. What kind of dark chocolate do you buy? Don't buy that Hershey shit.
Okay.
Buy that expensive stuff.
Buy expensive dark chocolate?
Oh, fuck yeah. Buy the good stuff. Here's the
really
deal.
that good?
If you're gonna spend money and you're gonna waste your calories on, say, chocolate, buy the good stuff. Don't buy the crap. The amount of money you save is gonna be negligible. Negligible?
Yeah.
Negligee.
That is a word.
Negligee. So you could get.
There you go again. You're going down the road. Come back. So now I got to figure out the exercise part of it. See, I should play hockey or something, because I need a game. I need a sport. I need a cycling thing. It was a game on how far I could go riding and stuff like that. I need something just mindless, lifting weights.
Well,
it just doesn't fire me
maybe
up.
if you do that, I'm just winging it here. Maybe if you approach that the same way you approach cooking, where you're experimenting with different kinds of stuff, not just, that's what most people say as far as exercise. You need to be doing different kinds of stuff.
Right.
Not
Well,
just
I took
swimming,
boxing.
but swimming.
I did boxing last year.
Well, I mean, at the same
That's
time.
pretty different.
At the same time. I mean, when you're doing boxing, you also need to be doing, say, rowing, or
Right.
you need to be running, or you need to be cycling. So
Well,
you
on
do, so,
this
and
boxing
so you
thing,
don't
you had
get,
to doing different crap
and
every
so
time.
you don't get bored with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But you're also working different parts of your body in different ways, I guess.
Yeah.
Having been somebody that doesn't.
So you don't really exercise, but you do the yoga thing.
Yeah, what we're trying to do right now is get a personal practice that we do every day.
Yeah. That's
And a lot of that, most of that revolves around meditation. There will be some asanas or exercises too, and those will vary depending on, I don't know, how
So
we
do you
feel.
guys
or what
meditate
we're
in
doing.
the morning? Do you meditate at night? When do you meditate?
Doing it in the morning.
In the morning when you first both get up?
Yeah, well, after we get up, take a shower, do it before we eat. Yeah, that's
Before
what we're trying
breakfast?
to do. Well, that's what Nita's doing. I'm not doing that. I wait until after she leaves, and then I do it, because I'm doing it for like an hour.
You're meditating an hour?
No, I meditate for about 15 minutes on the front end, 15 minutes on the back end, and about 30 minutes worth of exercises in between.
So is this the meditation, kind of clear your mind meditation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what all of this, that and breathing exercises.
And what do you feel like you get out of that?
When I've done it consistently, day after day, it's just I'm more peaceful. Kind of things don't rile me as much, and that's real good.
Yeah.
It's
So you
real good for
notice
me.
your reactions are less.
Yeah, or overreactions or animation is down, because sometimes I can get animated.
Is that a bad thing?
According to my kids and Nita and Mom and anybody that knows me, yeah, it can be. If it's aimed at them, I guess, or
Yeah.
maybe they feel like it can be a negative thing, and it can be a negative thing.
Yeah, I think it's aimed at a person. See, that's why you get it out here at Carl and Mike.
Well, yeah, and I may need to dial it back there too. I don't know. Not totally dial it back, but
I don't think you'll be able to.
No, probably not.
Republicans are going to do something stupid.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Inevitably.
But, I mean, I can't.
So the exercise and food is a big deal, and the unfortunate part is we're finding ourselves at this stage of life not having developed anything earlier on.
Yeah.
And
I
I don't
definitely
think
grew
this.
up Midwest cooking. And,
I don't think this is atypical.
no, it's a
I don't think it's-
transitional
yeah,
period.
I-
Either
yeah.
you make it or you don't.
Yeah.
Sounds like. I'm at that age where, I either, well, not, the thing is, because of this, taking Shackley as much as we have, I mean, every time I go to the doctors, my blood work is pristine. And, so I've accidentally done something right with the vitamins. I mean, we take
Yeah.
a handful a day.
Yeah.
But I didn't come from a healthy background in terms of we ate Midwestern for a long, long time, and I've dabbled in healthier eating, and
Midwestern.
but it hasn't stuck.
Midwestern meaning more meat tater kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Meat tater corn.
Right. Sometimes I think, well, the best thing for me would be just go for the meat and vegetables and skip the, get off the starch, starch and sweets and breads.
Well, that's why this particular one says whites. Forget it, because it's starchy and all of your body just turns it into sugar.
Right.
So
I think I have a sugar
remove that.
problem.
Well, there's that book called Sugar Blues.
Yeah.
That's been around forever, that talks about that, how it can create a crash. But as far as you're talking about eating Midwestern, when we grew up, we ate, I don't know, Texan or Southern, and
Right.
a lot
I love
of
that too.
and a lot of fried stuff, and it was potatoes and corn too. But there's some greens, but a lot of the greens are cooked in such a way that it's maybe not as healthy. And we didn't really change or didn't think about the way we ate until we moved out to Southern California. I mean, that was a shocker. You know, it's just they eat different out there.
Right.
They just do. They eat healthier out there.
Right.
And so, and then being exposed to different kinds of food, and we've talked about this before, eating Thai and Chinese. And in fact,
Thai.
that episode we were talking about trying different stuff, right? And going to Thai restaurants, and we started. We had this one Thai restaurant we've been going to for 16 years, but now, and we've always ate the same stuff, and now we're starting to get different stuff on the menu, and find out we're going, well, shit, we should have started eating this 10 years ago.
I'm a little nervous about restaurants if I go on that because you don't really know what you're getting in terms of the sugar. I don't know the sugar levels in Thai. I think they're pretty high.
No, I don't think so. No. Well, look at Thai people. I mean, are there a bunch of lard-ass Thais? No. Japanese? No. Vietnamese? No. So they're doing something.
Smaller.
Huh? So it's stunted their growth. The sugar's stunted. No. And I mean, and just the way they eat and quantities is another thing.
Quantities is a big thing.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And but getting exposed to those different kinds of foods was huge, and it's real tasty stuff. But
I've done it.
It's not chicken fried steak.
It just hasn't stuck.
But sometimes you got to have a chicken fried steak.
Sometimes you do.
It's just not happening all the time.
Yeah, when I don't have it all the time. I think I'm halfway there. I think our meals are fairly healthy. Where we fall down or I fall down is, we get really busy and so we get something quick. So we grab the lasagna thing at Costco and throw it in the oven. And
not good.
I know, but it's
not.
Those are for our busy days.
And how many of those busy days do you have a week?
3.
Yeah.
That's the problem, though. I mean, you get busy and then it's we don't run off to McDonald's or something, but probably do more prepared.
You can make healthy stuff and make more of it.
Yeah.
And keep it in the refrigerator where you can eat off that just like you're eating off a tub of lasagna.
Yeah. Let me try again.
Keep a log.
Yeah, I like using the computer, MyFitnessPal, when I've used that in the past. I got to get it long enough to make it a habit, I think.
Yeah,
I can do it for a period of time, but it's like a sprint for me or something.
Yeah,
and then I just fall back.
Yeah,
I'm probably not alone on that.
Oh no.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got to change one pleasure for a different pleasure, and I just haven't found the pleasure.
Well, and sometimes you got to go out and get something. It's like yesterday, I had to go get Slotsky's. I don't know why.
Right.
Just every now and then I got to go get one.
Yeah.
And but it's not something I do all the time.
Right.
If it's something I did all the time, it'd be bad news.
Well, and I think, like I said, I think we eat fairly healthy. Mm-hmm. Definitely healthier than the average Joe.
Yeah.
We eat organic, a lot of stuff. But I definitely have a weight issue, and I need to work it out.
Yeah.
I think ever since I quit smoking.
Well, maybe you need to start smoking again.
There you go. Why not? I figure I got X amount of years to live. I could smoke, and then by the time it gets bad.
That's like, who was that said they were turning 80?
Start smoking.
They were turning 80 and they're going to start smoking again.
Yeah, somebody did that.
Was it Leonard Cohen or somebody like that?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, and he was going,
Leonard Cohen. I'm 80, I'm going to start smoking again. I enjoyed it in the past.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to start smoking again.
Yeah.
It'd be silly.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Well, no, I get the idea. If you're 80, figure, hey, I got 4 years left, 5 years left.
Yeah.
And the average guy, 78, I think, is where we're at right now.
See,
77.
I never smoked. And the people we had dinner with last night, there was 4 couples. And the couples in this inn, 1, 2, 3, more than half of them had smoked. And smoked for a period, including Nita, smoked for a period of time where they were smoking pack and a half, 2 packs a day.
Yeah.
And I never did that. So I had, how many packs, what were you up to?
I was up to 10 packs a week.
10 packs a week.
So 7 days, 10 packs.
Yeah. And that ain't cheap.
No. Wasn't
And
cheap.
today it would be, I don't know how much it is.
Ridiculous. That's part
Yeah.
of the reason I quit.
Yeah, and if that's what makes you quit, that's good. One guy last night was saying, in fact, both of them were saying how they still kind of miss it or crave it, or sometimes, because
Sure.
so
There's
you still
certain
have that cravings.
Not too much.
Yeah.
The hardest part is if I'm in a social situation with other people smoking, would be
Yeah.
where it would pop up. The actual smell of it doesn't do that much for me, but if I've had a couple, something.
Does the smell of it repulse you, like an ashtray with that light?
No,
it doesn't.
I'm somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
But if I'm, at a social gathering and I've had a couple glasses of wine and someone's smoking, and that might.
Because I was thinking,
a
maybe
trigger
you could
area.
keep an ashtray, and right before you put your face
Look,
in that
yeah,
lasagna, go get a big nose hit off the old ashtray.
Yeah, that sounds
And
pleasant.
then start and then associate it with the
With the
lasagna.
lasagna.
What is it? Reverse revulsion theory or revulsion
Yes,
therapy
yes,
or whatever
that would work.
theory is.
You make it kind of a Pavlov kind of thing.
Yeah, like some of the drugs people use for alcoholics.
Yes.
You take it, and if you smell it or taste it, it makes you want to throw up.
Yes.
I don't know.
So there's that. Well,
But yeah,
so today we've talked about health and we've talked about
stuff.
stuff. Which is what you're going to get with Carl.
Yeah,
You're going to get stuff.
stuff.
So I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you come back.
Yeah.
And check us out at carlmike.net, where we have show notes and links.
So anyway, is that it?
I think that's good.
Okay, we got a wrap.
We're wrapping.
All right, peace.
Out.